Some Estonian flags flying around here in the crowd. Briana Williams up next. Jamaica have got a strong history in this event. They won it in 2010, 12 and 14, but the last medal was a bronze to Elaine Thompson back in 2016, behind Daphne Schippers in silver. Julian Alfred is looking to win Saint Lucia's first ever medal at the World Indoor Championships. She is certainly the informed woman. She was the world leading athlete until Eva Swoboda just went 6.98 in the first heat. Micaiah Briscoe picked up a silver medal in 2022 in Belgrade. Geraldine Frey ran brilliantly this morning, had a great start, ran a season's best to win her heat, 7.15. She's going to need quicker here if she wants to go to the final. Gina Bass-Bitai of Gambia goes in lane 6. She ran well in qualification. She's the first ever Gambian woman to win an African Championships, did that a few years ago. Delphine Nkanza of Belgium goes in lane 7. She was just seen Rani Rossius equal her personal best again to take second place in the opening semi-final. The final athlete out in lane 8 for the Netherlands, Nikita Sido. She's got a lifetime best this season of 7.15. It's a little bit shaky this morning, just 7.24. Sido will need faster here from lane 8. Time qualifiers at the moment. Van der Vieken of Luxembourg.
On your marks.
And Zoe Hobbs, 7.09 for Hobbs, new oceanic record. Van der Vieken, the Luxembourg national record holder, on 7.13. Julian Alfred has 6.99. Her coach, Edric Florial, said the start was awful. She ran that time in Millbrook. And Alfred has stepped away from her collegiate career. She was undefeated last year collegiately. And that probably left her a little bit tired when we got to Budapest, but now Alfred fully focused on her professional track and field career. She goes in lane 3.
Set.
And no way, no problems here. Quick start from Micaiah Briscoe. Julian Alfred trying to get into a running here, and she does. The athlete from Saint Lucia slows down over the line, 7.03. That is fine, so that's Hobbs quicker than Zainab Dosso, but not as quick as Eva Swoboda. Alfred looked great this morning as well. I think there's a bit more in that last 15-20 metres. I'm not seeing it, a flat-out effort there at the end.
She had to work quite hard at the start to get back on terms with Briscoe. The problem might come, I love watching Alfred, and I think it would be so important for a Caribbean nation like Saint Lucia to get a global gold medal. It would be fantastic. The reason Van Vrieken and Hobbs are celebrating is that they're now confirmed, Van der Vrieken. They are going to be in the final with 7.09 and 7.13. The only concern from Alfred's point of view, starts the final as well as she did the semis. Is Alfred going to find herself too far behind and all of a sudden too tight to let her acceleration come through in the last 30 metres? You're the sprint expert, Daphne. What do you think?
I think she pushed way too much, because also she was behind in the first 10 meters, so she would go for it. But then the difficult thing is then you push too hard and then it slows you down instead of like making your step. So that's what I saw this race. Like, I think this morning race was much better. So I hope she can clear her head and go for the final, and I hope we have a really nice fight between these girls.
Well, hats off to Mika Briscoe coming through for second place there, the silver medalist from Belgrade. Hasn't quite been in that form, if we're honest, since Belgrade. And I've been watching her all indoor season thinking, can she make another final? And Briscoe, for America, she would love to match the achievements of...
The women's 60-meter semi-final at the 2024 World Indoor Championships in Glasgow provided an exhilarating display of explosive speed, elite athleticism, and fierce determination. One of the most compelling narratives was Julian Alfred's performance, representing Saint Lucia, as she continued to assert her dominance on the global sprinting stage. Running from lane 3, Alfred powered through her heat to secure the win in 7.03 seconds. While the time didn't mark a personal best, it was more than enough to ensure her place in the final. Alfred's race execution was particularly noteworthy. Despite a somewhat hesitant start, she made up ground with her exceptional acceleration in the final 30 meters, a defining aspect of her sprinting skill set. However, the final is expected to pose an even greater challenge, especially after Sweden's Eva Sagnia recorded a world-leading 6.98 in an earlier semi-final. If Sagnia delivers a similarly strong start in the final, Alfred will need to enhance her opening phase to stay in contention. Her coach, Edric Flo Real, acknowledged that her start could have been better, suggesting she's holding back some power for the final race. Another standout in the heat was American sprinter Makia Briscoe, who posted a 7.10-second run to finish second. A silver medalist at the 2022 World Indoors in Belgrade, Briscoe has been working to recapture that peak performance. While she hasn't quite returned to that level, her reliable form has secured her another shot at a medal. She remains a strong podium hopeful heading into the final. Jamaica's Briana Williams finished fourth in the semi-final with a time of 7.09 seconds. A sprinter with an impressive resume, Williams has shown glimpses of her earlier brilliance but has been challenged by maintaining her signature quick starts. Experts believe that with improved technique and more strategic race planning, she could return to her top form. Despite the recent hurdles, she continues to be regarded as one of sprinting's most promising young stars, with the track world closely following her development. Also leaving an impression in this semi-final was Gambia's Gina Bass, a pioneering athlete who has brought international attention to her country's athletics. As the first Gambian woman to medal at the African Championships, Bass consistently proves her competitiveness at the highest level. Known for her explosive launches and resilience in the latter part of races, she remains a formidable threat. Belgium's Delphine Kansa also drew attention with a strong showing, reflecting her steady progress this season. Through improved technique and valuable experience against elite competitors, Kansa has established herself as a rising contender in women's sprints. The semi-final underlined the event's incredible depth, with many athletes possessing medal-winning potential, setting up what promises to be a tightly fought final. Looking ahead, the final promises to be an electrifying showdown, with Alfred aiming to secure a historic gold for Saint Lucia. Whether she can overcome her slightly delayed reaction times and withstand the pressure from her rivals will be crucial. With sharper execution in the opening meters, she may well be on the verge of delivering her nation's first-ever global championship title in track and field. As the 2024 athletics season unfolds, the women's 60-meter race continues to captivate audiences with its unpredictability and intensity. The emergence of athletes like Alfred, the resilience of veterans like Briscoe, and the potential of rising stars such as Williams signal an exciting era for women's sprinting. Fans can look forward to more thrilling contests as these competitors push the boundaries of speed and performance. Beyond the finalists, the depth of emerging talent in the women's 60-meter has signaled a shift in the sprinting landscape. National programs are increasingly investing in short sprints, and this influx of new contenders is making every round more competitive. With Paris 2024 in the rearview, athletes are now looking ahead to the World Outdoor Championships, where rivalries will intensify and new records may be set.